Hello class. Some of you may have some questions about this worksheet called Time Signatures and Counting. Let's look at how we do this. Let's read the instructions first. Each of the measures below is missing one note. Missing one note. Remember that. Or a rest. A note or a rest. Just one. Fill in the missing notes for these measures. Be careful to check the time signatures. Where's the time signature? Right here. Let's look at this first song here. Check the time signature and we'll notice that it has a 4 up there. That means we have to have 4 beats in each measure. Let's add up what they give us and that way we can decide what we're missing. A quarter note value is worth 1 beat. Here's another quarter note. Here's another quarter note. So if those equal 1 plus 1 plus 1, I've got 3 here, but I'm supposed to have 4. What can I put in here to make it equal? Another quarter note, and it's worth 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. And we are happy. That's good. Now, where do you put this note? You can put it anywhere you want, but it just, they have a space for us, and let's put it on the same little bottom space here that they've put them all. In this case, that's an F, but let's go to the next one. Here's a half note, and a half note is 2 beats. That's its value. What do I have to have here? Remember, I can only put 1 note in there. This is worth 2, but I have to have 4, so I can put another half note. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. Let's keep going. This one is worth 2. Here's a blank space, so there's something goes in there. And this is 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Oops, doesn't work. It's got to equal 4. What can I put in there? Another quarter note. 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 2. This one's a little tricky. I can only put in 1 note, right? 1 note. What 1 note equals 4 beats all by itself? Whole note. And there we go. On this one, you have to have just 3 beats, and I'm only going to do 2 measures of this for you. But again, here's a half note. It's worth 2. So what do I need to equal 3 beats? Quarter note. There we go. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Let's skip over to this one. There's nothing in there, so I only can put 1 note in there. 1 note. What 1 note would equal 3 beats? Hey, dotted half note. Remember those? They count 3 beats all by themselves. Remember to check the time signatures and make them work for you. Okay. Let's look down at this one. Now these were fill in the missing notes. But what about when you get down here? Filling the missing rest. So let's look at it. Time signature says 4/4. This is a half note, which is worth 2. This quarter note is worth 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Oops, we don't have enough. So we got to put something in here that will make our beats come out right. But it can't be a note, it has to be a rest. What rest equals 1 beat? A quarter rest. 2 plus 1 plus 1. What about here? Here's 1, here's 1, 1 is 2. We have to have 4. What can we put in here one rest, just one rest, that will equal 2 beats. That would be a half rest. Remember those? They sit on that third line, and they are worth 2 beats. 1 plus 1 plus 2, great. What about over here? It's a little confusing. No, that's okay. Let's go down to this one. 3 beats in a measure. There's nothing in here. It's a little tricky. What one rest can I put in there that would equal 3? Well, I'll tell you. It is a dotted half rest. That's supposed to be a dot. Let's look here. You fill in the rest of them. Look at the last one. 4 beats. There's nothing in here. We need a rest. Remember, these are all rest. That equals 4 beats all by itself. What would that be? A whole rest. And remember, a whole rest hangs from that fourth line. Remember, a half rest sits on the third line. A whole note hangs from the fourth line. All right. Good luck.